Put me on your magical boat, man. Sail me down your chocolatey river of meth.
Within 18 months, I will be dead.
What's changed, Jesse?
This is a breakdown of Breaking Bad Season 2, Episode 3, Bit by a Dead Bee. Having escaped Tuco's compound, Walt and Jesse bury the gun. After a lot of walking, Walt hitchhikes, mysteriously leaving Jesse.
It's a bold plan, Mr. White.
I guess Jesse's gonna hitchhike with someone else. Is that really necessary, though? At the Hilo Market, Lucy makes an unforgettable discovery. But first, let's talk about something crazy. This shot and this shot are backwards for some reason. They seem to sell those pink teddy bears at this store. After the title, we jump to Walt in the hospital, fixating on this painting. This same painting is referenced in the Season 5A finale.
Where do you suppose these come from? I've seen this one before. I'm so sorry.
You know who I am, right?
Past couple days are missing, but other than that, I feel fine.
Marie worries about the important things, like showing her face around town.
Naked. In a supermarket. It wasn't Whole Foods, was it?
Mr. Salamanca lunged toward the vehicle and fired on me with what I ascertained to be an M16 assault rifle.
It wasn't, so it's surprising that Hank would make this mistake.
And what about this Pinkman? What was his car doing at the crime scene? Have you run him down yet?
Not yet, but we're working on it.
Man, they're like Jehovah's Witnesses. They don't give up.
Badger helps Jesse hide all the equipment and the RV.
Let's do this.
Holy Christ! You are Willy Wonka, and I got the golden ticket.
Come on, help me out, man!
Come to me, beautiful baby. I'm gonna be so good to you.
Just take this here.
Couldn't we just cook one quick batch, you know? For the road?
God, Badger! Don't mess with me! Got it!
Sometimes Jesse reminds me of Christopher Walken. It doesn't seem like Badger thinks about rolling the barrel either.
This is a bad choice.
What we say, 500?
We didn't say it's 1,000.
Come on, where are you towing him, man? Seattle?
Ain't the miles, it's the cargo.
560.
You know what?
He'll pay the rest later.
Your word's your bond, right?
Right.
Jesse also has a mysterious plan.
Giving you like 2 hours, and then I'm calling on a payphone, not a cell phone.
Check out the hospital floor.
What happened?
As of right now, we really can't say.
Forgive me. Granted, this is not my field, but isn't it possible that this had something to do with all the prescriptions I've been taking?
Nice try, Walt.
Shouldn't we be talking about when I can get out of here?
That may still be a ways down the road.
A ways down the road?
Actually, I think our next move is to schedule a psychiatric evaluation.
Badger makes the call, and the DEA is pulling out all the stops to bring in Jesse.
What'd I do? Jesse Pinkman, I presume?
Her and I were partying, that's it.
Bumping uglies and smoking that crystal you got from your pal Tuco?
Taco, I don't know any taco, and I damn sure didn't say anything about no crystal.
You didn't notice your car was gone?
You found my car.
Awesome! DA all the way! Yes! Did you leave anything else in the car?
Like what?
Like this? $67,920. That's not yours?
I wish.
Unclaimed drug money, huh? Nice.
That was the most intimidating I've ever seen Gomi.
Nice.
I think your car was there because you were there. Tuco had a bullet in him when I got there, and I think you know something about that, too.
I shot someone with like a gun? I was partying with Wendy.
Where's my root beer? Come on. I gotta pee and I got low blood sugar.
Wendy, listen, talk to me. And you get a root beer and a tinkle. Did Jesse leave the room? He did, didn't he?
It's you. I know you. You're the one in the black truck. You wanted me to do that kid.
What?
The kid with the crutches. The football player.
How about we stay on topic?
Look, Jesse came over to the palace at 11 o'clock Saturday night. We were together the whole time and he never left the room. And that's all I'm saying about that. Now, come on. Where's my root beer?
If this is truly necessary, can't I continue as an outpatient?
We can't allow you to leave until we're certain what happened was a non-recurring event.
Would you tell me about patient confidentiality?
Without your permission, I can't disclose anything you tell me to anyone.
What about my family?
Not to your family, not to the police, not to anyone.
There was no fugue state. I remember everything. I couldn't stand to spend another second in that house.
Why run away? What did you feel you had to run from?
Walt's speech here reminds me of Skylar's from 2 episodes ago.
Doctor, my wife is 7 months pregnant with a baby we didn't intend. My 15-year-old son has cerebral palsy. I am an extremely overqualified high school chemistry teacher. When I can work, I make $43,700 per year.
That's pretty accurate based on data from the time.
I have watched all of my colleagues and friends surpass me in every way imaginable, and within 18 months, I will be dead. And you ask why I ran?
Hank thinks he's outsmarted Jesse by bringing in Hector.
I mean, look at this dude, all right? He doesn't even know what planet he's living on.
Are we on the planet Mars? Are we on the planet Saturn? Are we on the planet Earth? Was this man at your house yesterday?
Was he doing business with your nephew, Tuco? Don't you want to help us out?
Man.
I guess that's a no.
If you're asking yourself, why would Hector help the guy who killed his nephew? Gomi is here to explain.
Old school gangbang Mexicans don't help the feds.
Yeah, all right already. All right, it was worth a try at least.
We gotta kick Pinkman loose.
What, you telling me you buy that lame-ass story of his?
I buy that lame-ass story more than I buy he had anything to do with shooting Tuco, man.
Ah, so Gomi gets some blame for keeping Hank off track.
Waffle House?
Waffle House is good.
There's an Aztec like Waltz, although a different color.
The DEA? What did they ask you?
Yeah, that's the thing, you know, your scumbag brother-in-law took my rainy day fund.
Wait. What does he know? Does he know it's your money?
No, man, he doesn't know shit. I got bills due, man. I'm screwed.
Did he mention my name?
No, thanks for caring.
The RV. Can he get it running again?
Why?
So we can cook.
You still want to cook?
What's changed, Jesse?
That night, Walt suddenly remembers where he left his share of the money, so he sneaks out of the hospital to properly hide it. The diaper box has moved again, and some of the money is pretty shiny, meaning they're fake bills. When Walt sneaks back into the hospital, he reinserts his IV. Even if he managed to find a new needle, this is not proper technique. He would have gone all the way through the vein.
What's this?
It's blue meth we found up by your late homie.
The two stooges over here cooked it?
Bob said that blue meth's the purest they've seen. At least since this.
Crazy Eight.
Crazy Eight. Tuco. Somehow, some way, it's all connected. Simple explanation. Only I'm not seeing it. Look at that.
This is from all of us.
You shouldn't have.
We don't see what it is until later.
Oh, you sick puppies, man. I love it.
The nurse said you have to stay hydrated.
But I'm not thirsty.
Drink it.
Hey.
He barely drank any of that apple juice.
Sorry, doesn't even cut it.
Who's Junior looking at here?
Treat me like I'm Elliot Ness, okay?
Elliot Ness was a U.S. Prohibition agent who brought down Al Capone.
I mean, they threw me a party. The gals baked me a chocolate chip cake like you wouldn't believe, okay?
So that's homemade, not bad. And it really is a chocolate chip cake.
Look what they gave me. The grill of the guy I shot.
Right after the finale, Tuco's grill in the Lucite Cube was auctioned off for over $20,000. This grill trophy ties into the episode title, which refers to the harm Tuco is going to cause Hank even after his death. It's an expression from the 1944 movie To Have and Have Not.
Was you ever bit by a dead bee? You know you gotta be careful of dead bees if you're going around barefooted. Because if you step on them, they can sting you just as bad as if they was alive. Especially if they was kind of mad when they get killed.
I can't tell you how good it feels to be home.
I'll get these in the wash.
It begins. Their relationship will never be the same.
This will not happen again.
Do you have a second cell phone?
I don't have a second cell phone.
Shout out to my channel members. Thanks for all your support. And thanks to everyone for watching, liking, subscribing, and commenting.